we were burning old 99 along right below or right above Oak Flat Station, and of course it got pretty hot. The fire was coming down. We didn't have much choice, so we ripped off a section. It got so hot there was a fire whirl that. I look back, we had engines holding it, we had our crew holding it. Of course, the crew just started moving up pretty quick, and we had already given out the word. It was, if there's a spot fire, it's going to be in an island between the freeway and the 99. Absolutely don't go after it, because it wouldn't have been a safe thing to do. So, at any rate, this fire came down off the hill as we were lighting it, and it was just some intense fire whirls, and I looked back, and there was an engine behind us doing holding operations, and they were squirting water, and of course I looked back, and the road was on fire, and I was thinking, holy cow, the road's on fire. That doesn't seem right. Well, what it was, I learned later on, the guys left our drip torch cans in the back with the Pulaski, and of course the fire melted the cans, and then they spread out across the road and lit on fire. And that didn't cause any spotting or anything, but while I was looking back, this huge fire whirl came down, and it's a 4-lane highway. The 99 at that point is about 4 lanes wide, and the fire whirl came down, and there was these engine guys with all their turnouts on, and they had masks on and everything. I think they were from San Diego, or there was like a city department. So anyway, I look back and I'm thinking, oh man, I hope those guys are okay. And the fire whirl dipped down, went underneath their engine, shot out the other side. That's my perception of it anyway. And it just blew all kinds of embers into the island, and started all kinds of spot fires. And I'm like, oh shoot, okay. So we just kept on with the burning operation, moving up the road, and I looked back and I thought, oh no, somebody's going to get burned. I was real fearful for that. And so anyway, when all was said and done, it was nobody got hurt or anything. Nobody got scorched too bad, and we ended up holding that piece on another road going out towards the freeway, and we just lost a little section of island. But in that course of time, there were all kinds of crazy fire behavior stories come out of that. A piece of plywood came out of the bottom of the island, which was a canyon, and between 99 and the I-5 freeway, and it came out of the island spinning, and it flew across half of the freeway, the first 4 lanes, and landed in another small island, started spot fire. And I know that the other crews that were staged out on the freeway, they were the backup in case we weren't able to hold it where we were at. And they brought it down the freeway, and then I regrouped at that point, and they said, "Are you okay bringing fire back down to the freeway, down it's a little dirt road that connect the 99 and the freeway?" And I had to think about it a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I was a little rattled from what had just happened. And I said, okay, so it started burning down. And of course, one of those things about the job is one of the most gratifying things is when you pull something off that almost feels like it's by the skin of your teeth. Like at some point you just think, oh, it's done, it's all over, you're never gonna, this is never gonna work out, and who knows where it's going from here type thing, and 45 minutes later you're sitting there going, wow, that turned out good. But yeah, with that whole incident, though, there were a couple other fun things within it. One of them being the engine that was back there that I was fearful for was being ordered by it was a strike team leader at that time. I don't know how this story should be told, but I just tell it the way I perceived it. But anyway, the engine captain came to me, and I thought he was going to give me hell. Like, why did you do that to us? We took so much heat. Well, he said, "Are you in charge?" And I said, "Well," I said, I did the fire. I was in charge of the firing show, if that's what you're asking. And he goes, "Are you a captain?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a hotshot captain." And he goes, "Well, I want to file a complaint." And I'm thinking, "Oh, great, you're gonna file a complaint about me to me, you know?" And so anyway, he goes, "The strike team leader is unsafe. He's telling me that he's gonna, and being I'm not a city guy, but they're gonna get him on for not obeying orders." And the order that the strike team leader had given that engine captain was, "You go pick that spot up." We had already talked about not picking spots up because it wouldn't have been safe. And besides, there's nothing you do. It would have been, suicide to do that. But anyway, the engine captain said, "I disobeyed he said, "I disobeyed the order. I didn't feel it was safe for me and my crew." And I said, and then I started going, "No, there's no way in the world you were going to pick up any spots in there." And that was never meant to be the case unless it was something right there on the edge of the road that you could put water on, but never to go out there. And he said, "Well, he's going to file a complaint or whatever. He's going to the IC to tell him that I disobeyed orders and he wants to send me home." And I said, "I'll stand up for you. I'll go to wherever you want, just let me know. And I'm on your side. There would be no way in the world that would have been a safe thing." I said, "If I would have saw you do that, I would have thought you were a nut, not knowing what you're doing." And so at any rate, that whole incident with all, and later on in the fire, it was, I think, the next day that strike team leader got kicked off to go back home, because he had not only for that incident, but it was for something else where he went into station, like trying to order a captain around to come out and help put out, and that wasn't their job. But anyway, that was kind of an internal thing, I guess you'd say. But in the big picture of things, there's people out there that can be in charge of you that really don't have the perception of what is actually going on the ground, fire behavior wise. And multiple times, we turn down assignments because it's not safe, whether it be the place it's at or the time of day or whatever. It might just be a factor that can be alleviated by saying, "Okay, we're not going to do it now, but maybe this afternoon it'll be a safe thing to do after the learning period slows down." Something simple like that,